Today it's Felicia and Matthew, my fiance. Jacob will probably be running around in the video, so you'll see him throughout the video. So today we're going to be answering your questions. We're going to do part 1 since we did get a lot of questions. So this is going to be part 1 of answering your questions. So let's get straight into it.
How old were you when you had your son?
I was 19.
I was 20, turning 21 in a month. Will you be moving in together once you're married?
Yes, that's our plan, isn't it?
It is the plan, but I'm thinking otherwise.
Oh yeah, totally.
Do you want more kids? And if so, when do you want them?
I would love to have 4 kids. How many kids would you love to have? 2. So we may have to negotiate having maybe 3 kids, so in the middle of both of what we want.
Oh, wow.
We do plan on trying for baby number 2 probably when I finish college, so probably in 2015, and we may have a 3rd surprise baby somewhere.
I don't really mind when. Just any time pretty much. I just don't want a whole bunch of kids running around everywhere. Just 2.
I would love to have 4 though. I'm sure I can talk him around to it. Okay, next question.
Have you ever wanted twins?
Yes, I would love to have twins. Then we may have baby number 2 and 3.
I don't really want twins.
Why?
It's too much hassle remembering who's who.
What if you get like a boy and a girl?
Then I'll be, I don't know, be alright.
I would love to have twins. You get 2 kids out of the way.
Roughly how many words can Jacob say now?
Roughly, Jacob can say about 50 to 70 words, but he can't really put words together in a sentence more than like 2 or 3 words, like I see car or I see it, things like that, like simple little sentences he can say, but he can't really put more than like 2 or 3 words together, but he can pretty much repeat every word that you say to him.
And he can count to 10?
And he can count to 10 as well. And Jacob also knows pretty much like the main body parts like eyes, nose, teeth, mouth, his ears, where his hands are, his fingers, toes and feet and hair and his head and things like that. And he also pretty much understands everything that you ask him to do. If you tell him to put something in the sink, you go
puts it in the sink.
Yeah, you tell him to get into bed, go get his clothes.
Shoes.
When you tell him to get his shoes, and he actually brings a matching pair of shoes.
Tell him to turn the TV on.
Yeah, he can pretty much do it. If he wants to watch TV, he'll go and get the TV remote. He knows how to turn it on, turn it off. Whenever we have Jacob's childcare, I'll tell him to turn off the TV, come downstairs and grab his shoes while I'm just making his juices for school, and he'll do all that. So it's not just I have to tell him one thing to do and then tell him after that what to do. I can tell him a few different things to do and he'll do it pretty much. So he's really, really smart, even though he can't really say like everything that he wants to say, like sentences wise, but we pretty much understand everything he says though.
Pretty much. What do you generally cook for dinners that Jacob enjoys?
Well, Jacob loves corn, so if there's anything that he eats, the corn will be gone first. He loves chicken, and he also loves mince, like beef mince, and his other favourite is rice. So whenever there's cooked rice in the fridge, like cold rice, he'll eat it, and if you warm it up, he won't eat it.
What's Jacob's favourite colour?
Well, his favourite colour used to be red, but can you guess what his favourite colour is now?
Jacob, what's this? Blue, yeah.
His favourite colour at the moment is blue. Everything that he sees is blue. He'll have to tell you it's blue. Whether he sees a pencil, the colour of the sky, his shirt or something, or even at the train station if he sees the blue painted line, he'll have to stop and tell you it's blue. And it looks like that is his favourite colour at the moment.
Pretty much.
Okay, next question. How long have you been together with your fiancé?
Tomorrow it will be 6 years.
How long have you been engaged?
That's...
Really have to think about that? Tomorrow it will be 2 years.
2 years. How much did a baby change your relationship? Well, it didn't seem... I don't reckon it changed their relationship that much. Because we never really had a lot of problems before then, but all it did was take away some alone time. It's about it, pretty much, I reckon. Like, I don't have a problem with having Jacob around all the time.
I feel like it has changed our relationship quite a lot since we don't really get much alone time unless Jacob is napping or sleeping. Mum doesn't really watch Jacob. I reckon it's our responsibility since Jacob is ours for anyone else to watch him. And even when we're away from him, when Mum's watched him like once or twice a year, like for us to go out somewhere, all we pretty much do is talk about Jacob and how much we miss him, or what is he doing, messaging Mum, or calling her to see how Jacob is doing. And it's not really that much fun for us to enjoy our night when we're pretty much just talking about Jacob all night.
Yeah.
And we do fight a little bit more since we've had Jacob, since a lot of the fights are about Jacob. Like, we don't always agree on everything, and money-wise and stuff, where we can't just spend money on whatever we want since we have a child and things like that. But other than that, it hasn't changed that much other than what I've mentioned.
How is Jacob's daycare going now?
Jacob is doing so much better in daycare. In the beginning, he used to cry throughout the day a lot. But after that, he started going to daycare twice a week from about 2 or 3 months ago. And he wouldn't even care when I dropped him off. He would go run off and start playing with his friends. And he wouldn't care when I left and stuff. And ever since Halloween, because parents got to stay at the daycare with the child, so I was with Jacob for the day, and he thinks that every time he goes to daycare that I'm expected to stay with him, so he gets really upset whenever I drop him off and starts crying when I have to leave. So other than that, he's pretty much fine throughout the day, and when I get there, he gets so happy when I go pick him up and things.
What are you going to school for?
I'm going to school to become a nurse.
And how is your schooling going?
How's my school going? I'm not really sure because it starts on Wednesday.
Did you start, and if so, when will you finish?
I'm going to be starting on Wednesday, and I should probably graduate in 2015, probably around June, July. What kind of job does your fiancé have?
I'm a distribution and logistics manager.
I don't know what that is.
I control all the stock coming out of my company, going international, national, overseas, and all stuff like that, pretty much. So I'm the warehouse manager, pretty much.
And he does work a lot of hours. He starts at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and sometimes doesn't even get home till 6 at night. Okay.
Do you and Jacob live with your fiancé?
No, we don't.
How far apart do I live from you?
About 40-minute drive and about an hour by train and bus.
Why don't you live with your boyfriend?
The reason my fiancé and I don't live together at the moment is because my fiancé does long hours at work, and I have to have everything planned around Jacob, so I do feel like a single parent that I have to do everything for Jacob by myself, including dropping him off to childcare and picking him up and things like that. So at the moment, now that I'm going to start studying, I do need someone to pick him up sometimes and drop him off. And because our daycare is about 2 minutes from my house, I can rely on Mum to sometimes drop him off on the way to work and pick him up as well, since I'll be studying from about 9 till 4, and it's in the city, so it's about close to an hour away as well. So at least I've got Mum to rely on, since my fiancé does work long hours and it's very unpredictable as well. So probably once we finish studying, when I finish studying, then it'll probably be a better time for us to move in together.
How is the wedding planning going? Terrible.
We're back to the start again. We're planning it another year later, probably 2015 when I finish studying. So we have a few ideas, and every time I make a wedding vlog, our whole plans change. We're probably thinking maybe doing it overseas now, and then having like a reception here or a reception later on or something, or even not even having a reception and just having like a romantic wedding overseas. We still have the boat idea, and just so many different ideas. We can't really pick one. We haven't even picked a country if we even plan on doing it overseas. So we're back to the start again, and we haven't even set a date again. 2015 we're looking, but depending also on my studies as well. So we're already committed to each other. We've got a son together. We've been together for almost 6 years, so it's not like we're gonna not get married at all. It's just we have to find the right time.
Are you going on a honeymoon?
We do plan on having one. Depending if we get married overseas, we can have a honeymoon and a wedding in one. If we do have a wedding over here, we will probably go somewhere around Australia or something like that, or maybe spend less on the wedding and more on the honeymoon. We haven't fully decided, but we're definitely going to have a honeymoon, and Jacob will be coming along, most likely too.
How does your mum and fiance get along?
How do you feel like you get along?
Alright. Don't really talk much.
Still kind of do.
Just pretty much, hi and that's it.
Yeah, Mum loves him as a son-in-law. Can your fiance tell us a bit more about him, his family? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
2 brothers, 3 sisters.
You're the youngest in the family.
I'm youngest in the family. Pretty big family, I guess. I'm not sure what else. I'm 23. Have a pretty good job. Dad to the best kid in the world.
Parents have both passed away, so I do not have any in-laws either.
Yeah.
I only met his dad once before he passed away, and I've never met his mum before, since she passed away before I met him.
Mm-hmm.
What is your nationality and your man's? I'm Fijian Indian.
My dad's background is more Scottish, I think. And my mum's is from New Zealand.
But we were pretty much both born in Australia, so we're Australian.
Mate. Jacob is beautiful, thank you.
Thank
What
you.
is his ethnicity?
Fijian Indian, Australian, Scottish, New Zealand.
Aussie. Do you think it's easier or harder for parents nowadays or when we were younger? Clearly a lot easier now. Because, back when we were kids, you couldn't just give us an iPad and we'd shut up for like an hour or two. But now you can. It's just money's a lot better, conditions are a lot better. So pretty much I reckon clearly a lot easier now than it was back then.
I feel like it's a lot easier these days than back in the days in my mum's time when she was a parent, since she didn't earn as much and everything was so expensive, and Mum, being a single parent, was working full time and trying to pay for everything for us, all our needs and things that we wanted and stuff like that, plus pay for a mortgage. We weren't left with much at the end of the day, where these days you do earn a lot more money with the same amount of hours, plus you can get an iPad and things like that for a lot cheaper. And Jacob's pretty much got like an iPad mini here. At our house, he's got an iPad. We've got Foxtel and things like that. When I was growing up, we only had normal TV, where you had Foxtel.
Xbox.
We had our first Xbox when I was like in year 7, I think, or something like that. And we had a PlayStation 1. We didn't have much, where Jacob's pretty much got everything.
We had it all, man.
Yeah, and how much did your parents struggle to pay for all that?
That's the whole point. They struggled to pay for it. But they still paid for it.
Yeah, like where we can actually still afford all that stuff and not struggle.
Do you guys have the same discipline beliefs when it comes to Jacob?
I think so, yes.
Kind of. He's just too young to discipline, really, so we can't do a lot.
I know most people say, oh, he's old enough to discipline and things like that, but he's still a toddler. Like, when he's doing something naughty, obviously we'll stop him and we'll say no or give him a little tap on the hand. But, like, at that age, obviously they're going to be naughty and they're curious and things like that. So they're going to get into everything.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to want to do what they want to do. So there's no point of really disciplining him to the point.
There's not much you can do about it.
You can tell him no, and I'm not going to beat my child. I've been through that, and I'm not going to put my child through that for him to learn that way.
So obviously something that he does something bad or dangerous, we'll stop him and try to get through to him that it's not good. But if it's him just, say, going somewhere that he's not supposed to, we're not going to hit him or discipline him. We're just going to pull him away, tell him it's not good, don't do it.
And if he makes a mess, like spills something, you're not going to hit your child over that. If he spills something, he likes to clean up for himself. It's funny when you try to discipline him, like when you start counting to 3 before he gets a little tap on his hand, or before you pull him away or tell him to stop doing something and he just starts counting with you. You can't stay angry at him. It's so hard to get angry at him, and he'll do something to make you smile. Like if he's done something really naughty, like break something, and you yell at him a little bit or say, no, you're not supposed to do this. Look, you broke it and now mummy's upset or daddy's upset. And he just starts giving you a hug or a kiss and things like that. You can't be angry at him, no matter what he's actually done. Yeah.
Daddy. What potty training technique have we used for Jacob? Pretty much just put him there and he does it. We didn't really teach him much at all, actually.
Yeah, because my fiancé
he pretty much just learned.
Half the time.
He just learned pretty much just walk into there and start doing it.
Yes, because I forgot you've done everything for him. Well, what we've tried with Jacob in the beginning was taking him like every half an hour and sit him on the toilet, and when he started peeing or pooping in the toilet, would give him like a little candy or something like that. Hey! Or a little chocolate like an M&M or something like that in the beginning to encourage him that he has to do something in the toilet. We also used to give him stickers and things like that, and every time he would take him, and every time he would do something in the toilet, we'll go yay and smile, and he used to love the encouragement and stuff. So he would eventually start going to the toilet by himself or telling us that he needs to go. Yes. There are so many times where Jacob's in the shower and he just randomly comes out of the shower, even though like the floor is really wet and stuff like that. He's gone to the toilet by himself, so yeah, we're really proud of him. Yeah. It's pretty much all I can say. The technique we used was time, because it did take quite a lot of time for him to get potty trained. But
now he doesn't even do anything. He just won't tell us anything. He just pulls his pants down, runs to the toilet and hops on.
And he can actually sit on it by himself as well. And he also likes to stand up and pee like a guy.
I taught him that. How would you describe your life from the moment the test said positive till Jacob's first birthday?
Tiring. How would you describe your life?
Exhausting.
I would also describe our life as more happier, more enjoyable. And you can imagine how much love a little boy can bring into our life and how much happiness he can bring into our lives as well. As much as it can be really hard to be a mum or a dad, especially at a young age and things like that, but you can imagine how much joy he brings to my family, to his own family, and our little family as well. We got something to look forward to every single day, waking up to see his beautiful smile, and also for us to work hard in our life, especially with our future, to make sure we can provide for him. He gives us a reason to want to wake up every morning to do better with our lives as well. I'm one of those people that do not fall pregnant really easily. Jacob is pretty much a miracle and a blessing in our lives. Almost losing him during my pregnancy and things like that, he is truly a miracle, and he just makes our lives so much better.
Couldn't have said it better. Huh? Which do you think is easier, an infant or a toddler?
I feel like an infant is a lot easier. Everyone says, oh, once they get a little bit older, it's a lot easier. I found an infant like...
You start chasing this through a friggin' busy shopping mall while he's running through everyone and beating the crap out of it. Ow.
I did find it a lot easier when Jacob was an infant, so he would just pretty much eat, sleep, and poop. And then after that, he would be up for like an hour or so and then go back to sleep again. And he would have like 3 or 4 naps throughout the day, so I was able to do a lot more. But I would say it's a lot more funner now and more enjoyable that Jacob's a toddler, because you get to play with him, you get to see him laugh and smile and do all the things that just make your day. Since we got a lot of questions, we are going to make this video in 2 parts. So this is the end of part 1. So thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
He's tired.
Well, thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi.
Away from me. Not touching my baby.
Okay, well, I'm not cuddling, snuggling at this. Welcome to our video. What the hell? This is Felicia and Matt. This is a question video which we had too many questions to do, so we're going to be doing it in 2 parts. This is part 1. You will see Jacob running around, and we warn you he will try to bump stuff and knock stuff and hurt us.
Question and answer video.
Then answer me!
Clean up by himself. What are you doing, silly Billy?
Oh no.
Oh no, who pushed it over?
Go fix it.
Fix it. Fix.
And then how can you get angry at that?
Done. Yeah.
Daddy.
Oh
Oh no,
Oh,
I
no.
fell again. Fix it.
No.
Quick, high five. High five. High five.
no.
Fix it. Go,
Yeah,
ready?
who
1.
did that? Oh no.
Okay. So, didn't really change much. Just, oh wow. Just gave us someone else to love instead.
Stop.
Stop. Stop. Where's my kiss?
Stop.
Say no, mommy.
Mm.
Where's my kiss?
Screw you, Jakey. Where's my
no.
kiss?
Yeah.
Would always tell me that, but Jakey, what are you doing?
See himself around the corner.
Stop. No. No, what?
No.
Jacob, hurry up and have a chip. I know you want to.
Do you think it's Edie or Edie? Do you think?
I do feel like it's a lot easier these days than back in the days where Mum didn't earn as much and technology wasn't that good. We're not technology.
Oh.
What we've tried with Jacob in the beginning was taking him like every half an hour and sit him on the toilet, and when he started peeing or pooping in the toilet, would give him like a little candy or something like that, and got all the floor wet, like the tiles and stuff.
Hey.
Jacob. Yeah. Oh no. Even though like he's gone to the toilet by himself, so yeah, we're really proud of him. It's pretty much all I can say. The technique we used was time, because it did take quite a lot of time for him.
I taught him that. Ow.
Jacob.
Alright. How would you describe your life from the moment the test said positive till Jacob's first birthday?
Tiring. I bet as very changing as well, like...
No biting.
I would describe it as love as well. You could never imagine that a small little boy like this would bring us so much happiness.
Ready?
And for us to love...
Although I can get pregnant very easily. And this through a friggin' busy shopping mall while he's running through everyone and beating the crap out of it. Ow. You wanna fight? Put him up then.
Hmm?
You gotta
What the hell?
see your muscles.